into race 2, everybody. Let's get to the racing. Don't mind the grid positions on your left as of current. That's just how you have to start it, but we have open pace lap, so everybody does their own thing and gets in their positions from the flipped grid. As it looks like we are in the correct positions. And drivers will start to double up as they head under the Pirelli bridge. As they start to fall in, everyone is out of the final corner. And they're underway as Diesel takes the field into turn 1 as Smokes goes around the Ginetta. As we won't have the actual grid positions until they hit the first timing sector, which is outside of turn 3 here. See the great mix-up of grid positions as Diesel, Smokes, Mittens, Swanaman, Bad Wolf, the Gomez, Fudge, Blaskus, Millie, Coat, Fuzzball. They are all there as you watch the race 1 leaders try to make their way through the field as quickly as possible as Woodsy makes his way around the BMW of Fuzzball. Ooh, a few cars off. I believe that was 2 of the Camaros off in the kink, and looks like they came back on in relatively safe manner. Oh boy, coming flying through there is the Mercedes. Gets overtaken by Woodsy there. Woodsy is just plowing through this field at the moment. Back underneath the Pirelli bridge. And Woodsy will come across the line and claim 2 more spots as Coat is right in front of him as they head down turn 1. Woodsy going a little wide in turn 2. Ooh, it looks like there was a spun Ginetta there. That was Mittens as he gets himself turned back around. He'll fall down the grid order. There's another car there. The Mercedes of Black ZR1. Smokes also falls down the grid. Incident between Smokes and Mittens there, I believe. There's also a Porsche there. It was off track just a bit. ART Diesel out in front with a little bit of a gap between him and the rest of the field now. That gap will come out to just over 7 seconds on lap 2. previous race leaders are still mid-pack. That's a screenshot if I've ever seen one. Look at that. Downtown LA traffic, for sure. Oh, there's the Aston Martin goes sliding off track out of turn 2, nearly collecting another car, as though a Camaro of PTG Sean we've tapped the rear of a Porsche. Seems to be a large scuffle in these opening laps of race 2. That is for sure, as Black ZR1 moves up the grid from last place due to all of these incidences. As Woodsy starting back of this just 3 laps ago, now making his way up to 5th overall. Patience is key for the faster drivers here, as rain creates opportunities. Woodsy looking to the inside of Smokes down into turn 1. Woodsy late on the brakes, but still gets it stopped in time and putting the power down quite effectively coming down the hill. As MJ putting a pass on PTG Sean. Next in line for, oh, that's a great sign. Hi, sign, how you doing? Next in line for Woodsy is Ann Millie, who is back up to 3rd. 3rd overall, as the 3 Camaros are back together on track, but not at the top of the scoreboard. They're all at the middle at the moment. As Smokes is going to try his dandiest to hold off Coat in his Ginetta. Right behind him is Schwaneman. As they come through the final turn. Oof. Big instant there between MJ and Fuzzball. Laskus tries to capitalize on the incident there, only collecting 1 position out of that. That's where you gotta just focus on your marks, not really pay attention to all of the mistakes that are going on around you. Avoid any incidences in the process. Woodsy all over the back of Ann Millie, and they touch through the kink of turn 6, and Woodsy is off. And as Coat went by, he'll lose a position. And is now right behind Smokes on track. Or right in front of Smokes, rather. With 16:30 left on the clock, there's still plenty of time for positions to be gained, but there's also time for positions to be lost, as the battles in the back are just as hot as the battles in the front, as Fuzzball looks to the inside in the final turn of Blackus as they head down towards turn 1. The BMW is out in front, but the Mercedes of Black CR1 is right there, getting quite squirrely indeed, trying to put the power down out of turn 1 down the hill. It's almost like he doesn't even have rain tires on at the moment. Fishtailing all over the place. He is really fighting that corner. Oh, as the 74 machine of Smokes is off at turn 4, heading up the hill there. And he'll lose a few positions in that off. Woodsy now all over the back of Schwannemann. As the 67 of Diesel is out front, as he has been all race long. Had great speed in race 1, but had an incident early on. Schwannemann gets a little contact there with Woodsy as they head through the final corner in the pinch point of that turn. Both collected themselves quite nicely, but Woodsy wants the position quite badly as he brakes way too late into turn 1, goes off into the kitty litter, and will give the position back to Schwannemann. Or the coat just up the road, hunting down Ann Millie in the McLaren in third place. As Woodsy made his way around Schwannemann again, heading down the mid-straight. Both Camaros right behind him. I guess I should say all 3 Camaros. 3 of the 4. As the other Camaro is out front, leading the pack. Things are getting quite intense. The 74 of Smokes is under attack by a Fuzzball and a BMW. Great battles going on all over the track at the moment. And Millie losing a position to more of the Coat. Coat's now up into third with about a 2. Let's see here. I would say like just over a 2-second gap between him and Gomez.
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Halfway through this race already. Oh, Schwannemann having to dive into pits. I didn't quite see that incident. He had some severe damage of some kind. Camaros do look quite good out on track. This battle still going on all over tracks. The battle in the back here between a Porsche, a Mercedes, and an Aston Martin are still very alive. Take this a moment in the stream to do a little self-advertising. Assetto Corsa is not the only racing game that we partake in. We also run Forza Motorsports in parallel on weekends. ACC on Saturdays. Sundays is Forza Motorsport. As ooh, big tap there between Blackus and Notorious and the Mercedes, and I believe they just collected Wolfman in that incident as well, as Wolfman goes around as we ride on board with him. I'm not sure he had the worst of it, though. I believe the 16 of Blackus, who is now in pit lane, got the worst of that, as he is now in pit lane, as Schwaneman is also in pit lane and hasn't moved. Big incident there between those three drivers. Indeed. Crazy Mittens, Bad Wolfman, and Notorious still out on track together. Still plenty of time left in the race. That is for sure. As Fuzzball still trying to run down Smokes in his Audi. As Woodsy made his way around Ian Millie and is now catching more of the coat as they both try to run down the Porsche of Gomez. Gomez is going to see this in his mirror, and there's going to be sweat pouring off of his brow at the moment. Or maybe he's wishing that these two will battle it out before trying to attempt the overtake and take each other out. Anything's possible with 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the race. And the battles are just heating up. And the Aston Martin makes its way around the Ginetta under the bridge just before the final turn, and Woodsy will take third overall. Not sure if that was a strategic move there by more of the coat, but both made their way around the Porsche of Gomez. Gomez says, I don't want any part of this battle. You two duke it out, and I will just run my laps. Regardless of the grid position that Porsche is. Oh, as he goes off just a little bit there. Collects it nicely, though. He's still out and pointing in the right direction. Looked like that was going to end up a lot worse than it actually was. That was some great driving there. Great driving indeed. On Gomez, but Gomez is about to be under attack again by the McLaren of Millie and the Camaro of MJ. MJ just kind of been a ghost this race as he's been quietly working his way back through the field this entire race. Not really messing about with any of the battles and the incidences out on track, capitalizing on the best situations he could find. It's a great way to race, in my opinion. Clean racing is best racing. That's what us at the paddock live for. Great battles going on back here still between Smokes Fuzzball as it looks like they're slowly catching PTG Sean as they come through to complete lap 11. I believe I was saying something earlier, but I got distracted by all the chaos that was going on, and Sean goes off track. And it happened again. Every time I try to talk about something, something happens. Is Sean goes off track, loses 2 positions to Smokes and Fuzzball, and Fuzzball tries to capitalize on a double overtake through turn 1, but Smokes definitely had the faster line through there as well. So I'm not sure what happened there, but Fuzzball, he like let off, lost a lot of grip or something. Now Sean is all over the back of the BMW as Smokes is taking off. As Gomez finally loses the positions to both and Millie and MJ in his Camaro. As more of the coat. Is he fuel saving? Is he trying to fuel save for this? Looks like his pace has slowed significantly throughout this race. As Millie and MJ have both caught him in relatively quite a hurry. Right on board is come through turn 1. Doesn't look like he's trying to save fuel. Oh, as we lost Notorious Fudge. I don't know if that was DC or what happened there. Not quite sure. There's 4 minutes left on the clock. That'll put us at about 3 laps-ish for everybody. As Woodsy is trying to put on a clinic to try and run down our race leader of ART Diesel. The battles to be had are for that final podium position as Coat is really trying to hang on. Oh, as Millie goes a little squirrely through the second to last corner there. Doesn't lose a lot of speed though. That looked a lot more dramatic than it really ended up being. Through the final turn, that Camaro definitely caught that McLaren in quite a hurry. The race is quite spread out now. You have the leader out front, Woodsy, who is trying to run him down at an astonishing pace at the moment. He's now 7 seconds behind him with 2 minutes 40 seconds left on the clock. Not quite sure that's gonna be enough unless something drastic happens. But the battle as of right now in the back as Smokes goes through the inside of Sean and does an over-under on Smokes to gain and lose a position as quickly as it happened. The gap between them is about a second now between Fuzzball, Sean, and Smokes. Might end up having 2 laps to go. I believe that will be the case, so 2 laps to go. Coat 98 doing everything he can to hold off Millie and MJ. Third, fourth, and fifth. The battle to be had here on track with less than a minute left in the race. Not quite sure if they'll get another lap or not. I thought they would. The race leader is just now hitting the final sector mark. It's going to be close. Very close indeed. All the focus starts to come in, the adrenaline starts pumping, hands are getting sweaty, you're getting that tunnel vision. Or you're just trying to relax and just collect as many points as you can for a wet race.
Alright, man, the leader is on
And they're on their final lap. Leader crosses the line at 2 seconds to go. And they'll do one more lap, but Woodsy is now 4 seconds behind the Camaro of Diesel. Which I don't know if that is doable unless somebody makes a mistake up front. Woodsy with a little bit of wiggle out of turn 3 there. Bottom of the hill. See, as they have still 4-second gap between them as they come up the hill and down the mid straight. Still super close between the 3 drivers for third, fourth, and fifth. Right on board with these 2 up front at the moment. Woodsy is now down to the 3 seconds from Diesel. If he had a little bit more time, he could catch him, but with the 25 minutes down, ART Diesel will take race 2 of round 3 of the GT4 Sprint Series, as he will cross the line. There he goes. He'll take the checkers. Woodsy, as they're in the final corner now for the third place. Third place of Coat will take the checkered flag, and Millie will be in third, or in fourth. MJ in fifth, and White Gomez will take sixth. Fuzzball out on his own at the moment. Sean will take 8th. Black ZR1 starting in 5th, 16th. Overall will end the race in 9th place, making up quite a few positions, even though out on track he was quite squirrely at times. Nice drive. Bad Wolfman will be 10th. Crazy Mittens will run 11th. Smokes will be 12th. Fudge in 13th. Schwanneman will be placed 8 laps down. 8 laps down in 14th place. That was a marvelous race indeed. Man, that was a great race. Great race indeed. All right. Alright. Well, thanks for coming out, everybody. Thanks for watching our race. For you that use it in the stream, this will be up on YouTube. YouTube, hello. Go follow our social media at Twitter at thepaddock_sim. Follow us on our Twitch. That's a huge supporter. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Paddock Sim Racing, or give us a little subscribe here on Twitch. And all proceeds and all the money and the lovely gifts that you guys give us will go towards making our series better. Because this is all for you. It's all for them, our drivers, and it's all for you, the viewers. So, it was a lot of fun. We will see you next weekend for the final race of the Paddock Sim Racing GT4 Sprint Series. Points will be up soon on our social media as well as our Discord. Our Discord will be, it's an open Discord. If you like clean, fast racing, feel free to join. There's links all over the place in all of our socials and stuff. So go ahead and jump in, hang out with us. We love racing. You love racing. It's a big happy family. All right, everybody. Bye.